chat with as many as possible. Hello, welcome. Are you there? We are really glad to have you on the topic, simple topic. We are going to be chatting. Hello. We are going to be talking this evening. I don't know whatever part of the world that you are in, but it's evening. Good evening. Welcome. You're supposed to be sleeping now. Please round up and go and sleep. Just a short time. Okay? It's time to go to bed. All right? Happy New Month to you. Congratulations. And I celebrate every single person that God has brought in to see this new day, this new moment, and we are very grateful for that opportunity that God himself has brought. All right, so today we are going to be looking at the topic why men, so the men will say I'm hitting on them and I'm trying to actually make them talk. But my interest is to see that someone picks something, especially the women folk, why some men hit their spouse. Each time I want to gather a story of someone, a talk from someone who has a testimony. What I mean by testimony is that she's passed through or he has passed through that experience, and we want to share it on with people. Why do men hit their wife? If you are on, I want us to discuss it. We are all my friends. I pray that the come online. Welcome. I'm happy that you are here, and I'll be very glad for us to have a wonderful time together chatting. Please like the live and make sure you keep your comments nice. Let it be nice comments that some other person can benefit from. Greetings and happy new month. Let us know what part. Let's chat. We are out to chat. Why do some men, not all, thank you for liking the live, why do some men hit their wives? Please keep, you see my age, keep your comments nice. Let it be nice that someone will learn from it. And please, let's have your contribution. Welcome. I welcome you. Why do some men? Can we just go on and talk? Welcome. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Please like it on. Let's see if we can get 100 likes for this evening. Why do some men hit their wives? Someone, we are really talking extensively today with someone, and he says to me, he said some of the men are brought up in environments where they see their parents, hitting, or I mean the fathers torturing their, mothers or sisters, where there's no love. And in such environments, the male child might not really understand a lot, and then no one is giving explanation to why certain things are. And before, thank you, like the life, and before you know what's happening, the child grows, being a kind of an introvert, not talking to anyone, but sad, and derives some pleasure in taking drugs. Drugs that might not be very helpful, of course, cannot be very helpful for them. And so, in lieu of that, we always will tell people, please, as much as you can. Yes, 2 days ago I was discussing a topic. I said, please be there for the children. Know what's going on in their mind. Try to psych them. Know what is going on, because if you do not know, the enemy might take advantage of your not being there and feed them with something entirely different that might not be helpful in any way to them as they grow. So we do not want to raise I call it one of my topic. I said raising a generation that is bitter, raising toxic generation. Are we raising bitter people? What will you add? There was one young man that was staying with us, and he was so a sad person, and we kept talking and we kept talking with him, and he's like not making any improvement to help himself. And my husband would say, please, I need lights. And then my husband would say, what am I raising at this point? I need some help. And then we had to put it in prayers. And so want to say this evening, why are men, why are they quick? Someone said they are bitter to hit their wives. Someone has just been sentenced to life. Is it killing or to be sentenced to death? Because there's every indication and evidences from all quarters that he killed the wife. He abused her until she developed some ailments and then passed on. And of course, we do not want a repeat of that, however it is, from any quarters. And so we encourage people, however it is, please make sure that you are not abusing, you are not hitting your wife. But permit me to say and ask any young man that will be with us this moment, why are men quick to hit their wife? Why? Because you see, I was reading a story of someone today who said it wasn't like that when we were cutting. He didn't even show any sign that he can be like that. And then suddenly one of those days, as if it was a joke, he said something and she responded, and the next thing she will hear is hits from the said man, the husband. He slapped her. The other time he pushed her and she fell on the bed. Bad push, but at least she fell, not lying, but sat on the bed. And then another time she had a glass of wine in her mouth, and the man hit it like off her, and before you know it, she has lost balance. She wasn't expecting it, so the glasses gave us a little cuts. And so I want to say that, please, any form of abuse is not accepted. You never agree to marry someone's daughter only to come and hit her. Hitting of spouse is not accepted. My love, please, I need light. So I want to say, please, yes, let's do as much as we can so that the family will be the one that will be, everyone we want to emulate and want to, live after. So I ask again, why are they quick? I'm going to say my own, but I just wanted everybody to contribute. Anyone that will be live today, just contribute to it. I'm going to be talking. Why is it? Why do you think? Because we want to just fix some relationship, especially marital relationship. Why are men so quick to hit their wives? Why are they so quick to hit their wives when the wife has done something that we feel is not right? Hitting her is not an option. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? All right, so we think that in our own suggestion and work over time, thank you for the love. We think that the best thing is to be open to your spouse and let them know what they are doing that is not accepted, and truly, if they are reasonable, they'll want to change. Thank you, Gloria, for being there always. All right, so we encourage everyone as much as they can not to hit or do anything that will, make the spouse sad. More so the children are watching. They are watching. I always emphasize anytime I come live, we are mentoring. We are not just here for our own self. We are mentoring to the upcoming generation. So what are we teaching them? Thank you for liking the live, and please let's like it on. Bring in your contribution, and as you do so, I believe someone that will be coming on will, learn something. All right. Why do men hit their wives? Why? Can someone tell us the reason? I was able to scrabble some things down, but if I see it, yes, we discuss. Someone said from upbringing, so let's just go on. And the environment. If a male child grew in an environment that is full of so much fight, so much exchange of words, so much things that are not supposed to be, it's obvious that that's the picture, because young people learn from the picture that they see. Okay, the picture that they see on a daily basis. And if they have grown in that place for too long, what will finally happen is that they become that picture that they've been seeing. So we tell people, no, make sure as much as you can that you bring up your children, especially the male children too, in a good environment. Just be sure that you want to teach them as much as possible. Please teach them, yeah? And as you teach them, I want to assure you that they are going to learn from what you are already imputing. And the picture you put in them, they will never forget. I had a young child then, he was growing, and he will always tell me, everything you say always come back to my hearing while I was in school. It resonates back to him. So children learn a lot from us from what we teach them. Okay, so in the aspect of why the male folk themselves hit their wife, I want to assure us that one reason is because of the way they were brought up. Number two reason is because the parents mentor wrongly. Yeah, mentor wrongly is that they didn't care about them. They never showed interest as in teaching them what they ought to teach them. So if you do not teach them well, what do you expect? Not much. You have to teach them for them to be able to learn and also dispense as the time comes what they have learned from you. Okay? So I'm expecting as many as possible. Like the life and ask your question. We'll be ready to answer and keep also contributing. That woman I was telling us about her story ended up, divorcing the man because that little thing that started gradually never stopped. Hitting her started that. Sometimes, like the other woman I talked with advised, he said, the very first time the man hits you, don't address it. If you do not address it, the truth is that he can continue doing it. So we say to the woman or the man, if your spouse do what he's not supposed to do, please, I beg you, address it. Do not shift it. If you do not address it, wow, there is bound to be a kind of repeat. And of course, a repeat is not what we are wishing for to occur. A repeat is not what we are wishing for to occur. We do not wish for a repeat to occur. All right? So each time there is a man, because you love the man or you love the woman and she hits you, are like, for love's sake, that's okay. The truth of the matter is that you are buying a problem that might just not be very okay for you in the future. So we encourage you, do not accept what you know should be a no-no. Do not accept for any man to hit you. Do not accept for that. It's not accepted. And truly, we fight anything that looks like such red sign, just to make sure that we get what we are expected to get. The light is okay now. Perfect. I pray they leave it for me. All right, so go on, let's just talk. Tell yourself you deserve something better. Tell yourself you deserve something better. Okay, I deserve something better. Tell yourself, I deserve something better. I deserve something better. So when you're seeing something that looks so abusive coming, you fight it. And I want to assure you that as you fight it, you are definitely going to get something better from that relationship. If you cannot address it, please call on people that both of you as spouse can respect. I have done a lot of videos. My videos are so much. I have over 500 videos, 600 videos on healthy relationship building. And truly, as you know, as we keep at it, we keep projecting, truly it becomes, you know, better. By the day we want to grow, we want it to become better, but we want to always say that we need you contribution to help us, you know, make it worthwhile, better than what we are giving. And then as you watch the video, you tell us what you're learning, you know, and how it can better you and every other person around you. Do not be, actually, it's anything that should not be in any way, so that we don't anticipate things that does not exist. If you anticipate things that does not exist, you end up not getting anything, and at the end of the day, you'll be moody, you'll be sad. When you are moody, thank you, and please like the life. When you are moody, when you are sad, as a woman, you begin to act contrary, and as you act contrary, you discover you begin to provoke the man. And we say to the woman, act wisely, do not provoke your spouse. When you act wisely, you do not provoke your spouse, you see that what you get will be better than what you have been getting. All right, can someone chat with me? I call for better network in the name of Jesus Christ. And can someone that can chat up with me this moment? I truly will appreciate it. Why do men hit their wife? A young man once told me that he's not happy, and because he's not happy, because his job that he has to do is not fulfilling, he's not adding, he's not happy. That's why he just gets grieved and agitated and want to just hit her. So, and I said, is that a good enough reason? If you are lying, can we chat? Is that good enough reason, really? It's not good enough reason to hit your wife. Is that good enough reason? It's not good enough reason, truly, to hit her. That's just the truth. So what do we do in that regard? What we should do in that regard is still speak to ourselves, and no reason is good enough to hit your spouse. Think of when the world will term you as a wife beater, husband cheat, you know, someone that is not committed to the vows of marriage. Think of when the world knows you as that. In doing that, I'll just say to you, try to safeguard your life. Right? Try to safeguard your home. Try to safeguard, and of course make it what do I call it? Something that everywhere want to come back to make it a reasonable home that the other want to come back to, and you know and see it and maintain it peaceful. Welcome. Please like the live. It's chat time with Tina Okonji, Mama Tina Okonji. Whatever you want to call me, heart talk, mother, any other one. It's a matter of the heart that is my concern. And I want to see that families are working. I want to see that relationships are working. I want to see that the home front is working. I want to see people happy. I want to see people basking in the euphoria of beauty and attaining to what God has marked them to get to. The level. So I encourage everyone. Life can be what? Wow, life is meant to be enjoyed. Being life is not forever. We are given a space of time to live here on earth, and we must live well. The sweetest thing that can happen to anyone is to settle in marriage. Wow, but it now becomes so bad and really toxic when the home now become a threat. Someone said to me, I don't want to come back home because I don't want to kill anyone. Have you heard that before? I said, what are you saying? He said, that woman, her mouth is sharper. She's just, oh no, inhuman in the way she talks. And so I want to avoid anything that make me hit her. So I stay out late. Possibly when she's gone to bed, I come back. It's not healthy. Please like the live, please. Thank you. I appreciate you being there. And bring your own contribution. Like the live, bring your own contribution. Let's talk on. What in the whole wide world you want to make a man hit the wife, or want to make the woman hit the man? I'm not one-sided. We just want to grow up Sunday. Permit me to use the word. As we add in age, we want to encourage our world on better way to live and make their home. So are you on? Join me. Let's talk. Why? So the last example I was given, I said the man was like, the wife can just be horrible and unfair. And I said, whoop, that's not good enough. But if the man does not have it, all right, Gloria said, I've heard what you said. Thank you, then. If the man does not have it, true. If the man, the woman, and the husband, the man, sit down together and plan out, a better way for both of you to have it. Encourage the man. Someone says to me, he's lazy. He doesn't want to go out to work. He's depending on me. But the man is actually the head of the home. So if the man is actually the head of the home, somebody have to help somehow. Are you there with me? The man who is the head of the home have to rise up. Or don't you think so? You have to rise up. Thank you, love. The man that is the head of the home, please go pick your book and read. It's okay. Thank you. The man that is the, you can leave it on. The man that is the head of the home should be able to encourage the family so they can learn from him and make the family better. You see a lot of people out there. I had a news from some guy today that has been doing so much and he seemed not to be working. It is as though he has failed in some places, and bam, I said to him, you can start off again. He said he has done a lot of things and he has failed. He's even scared of starting. Then today he calls me up and said, I've made a decision to start this, and I hope and trust God it blossom. I said it will blossom. And the person's age is not what you ordinarily will say he can do, but because he has no choice, he needed to start somewhere. The same way I encourage anyone that's like they've lost it one, lost it twice, that they can always start off something. They can always come up with something that'll be very helpful. They can, yeah, they can. Because if you do not, you'll be left with nothing. That's the truth. I trust God for Better Network as we move on. But I want to say to us, if you do not get up as a man to do something, you keep receiving some insults from your wife, and it's beating her or getting angry with her is not the solution. It's not the solution. The solution is, please, as much as possible, find something to do, find some work to do that will take you out there, and when you are coming, you are earning the respect of your wife. It's very, very important. It's very, very vital. So do not hit any man. There are some people that are men that grow up as very wild, occultic, they believe in she can mess me up. In marriages, there's nothing like she can mess me up. We are not saying any woman should mess the husband up or spouse up. But the truth of the matter is sometimes, because you've been living together, there's this adage and saying the tongue and the teeth are very useful in the mouth where they are. But so, and they can, they are living together. And the teeth sometimes we bite the tongue, and the tongue will not say, I am out of here. Yeah, the tongue cannot say, I'm out of here, okay? So we always be encouraged in like manner. Please, as much as possible. As much as possible. The fact that the other hits you or step on you does not in any way connote that should end, her some beating. That sometimes we just have to overlook. When you overlook, it's much more easier and also better. So there are certain things we need to overlook. That's the truth. Overlook for better results. Overlook for where you are going. Overlook. If you overlook, it gets better and easier. If you do not overlook, you keep having issues, you keep having situations that will definitely bring about you getting upset and hitting the other. Please, overlook is the end thing. Overlook when your spouse hurts you. Overlook when your spouse does what it is not supposed to do that could be annoying to you. There was a story that was told, we were told some time back, of a young man that hit the wife so badly, wow, that she fainted and was taken to the hospital. But she couldn't make it back. And the man was charged for manslaughter. All right. So, to that end, what do you say? To that end, what can you say? No help anymore. No help. Rather than the man has become a murderer. And he lost his wife so much. But hitting your wife does not show that you love her. Hitting your wife does not in any way connote that you love her. That's what we are trying to say. That's what we are trying to push. That's what we try to portray every day. There are a lot of ways you could show your spouse that you love them other than hitting them. There are lots of places. I'm waiting for you to come up so that we can chat. It's so beautiful to have people anytime you come online to talk with. All right? All right, so I was just looking out for something. How can both work together? No, there's absolutely no reason that is good enough for a man, to hit the wife. Okay, I think I got it. All right, I'm trying to get something while I wait for the people to come. He said, okay, I'm looking at something that looks similar as what I talked about today. Okay, let me just go to this. Also, there's no good reason, there's no reason, that is good enough for a man to hit his wife. How it started, she was giving an example, you know. The woman, I have talked about an example, even if it's mentally imbalanced, said some men hit their wife because they're actually mentally imbalanced. They are not mentally okay. Some inhale something, some taking some drugs, some all kinds of things, but it is not a good reason for you to come back, all right, and hit her. People can give excuses on why they beat up their spouse, but none is accepted. Like one of those days I was working somewhere and the guy told me, this thing you're pursuing, why is not coming? I said, the reason is that he said there is always